It's the melt-off that everyone expected, but it's happened so quickly after such a long, freezing winter. As the snow and ice were washed away, they took entire roads with them. A state of emergency declared in Spokane County because roads that used to look like this now look like this. Tonight, a special edition of KHQ Local News, the 2017 melt-off.
Good evening to you. I'm Stephanie Vigil.
I'm Dan Kleckner. Our weather team has declared a weather authority alert. Blake will have the latest forecast in just a minute, but our team coverage begins west of Spokane. This was the picture that got everyone's attention this morning. Take a look at this. When the Adams County Sheriffs posted this, we went, wow, this is the Lind-Warden Highway. A driver was on that section of highway when it collapsed.
KHQ local news reporter Katie Chen was out there today. And Katie, you spoke with that driver. Is he okay?
Well, Dan and Steph, yeah, he is doing okay, but I, for a second, want to show you this map to show you exactly where this happened. This was just southwest of Ritzville between Lind and Warden, and I actually had a chance to go and see exactly how far he fell. The man who was driving says he takes this road every day to work, and he knew that there was going to be flooding because of all the rain, but he never imagined that it would be something like this. Rushing water and crumbling asphalt. A river that formed overnight took out this road. This washout was something no one saw coming, including Richard Ledgerwood.
Saw some mud on the roadway, so I put my vehicle in four-wheel drive, slowed down a little bit, and next thing I know, I'm going nose first into a wall. He
fell 15 feet down the embankment. An Army vet, he remained calm.
That's what I did, you know. One step at a time.
One step at a time. As water rushed into his car, he was able to pull himself out, climb onto the road, and escaped with only a scratch on his finger.
Yeah, that's it.
Even though he seems calm.
I haven't really thought about it since this morning.
Richard still can't believe he was moments from death.
Thankful. You know, it's a vehicle, it's not me.
And thankful that he had a little light.
What saved me was my flashlight.
That helped save others.
When I got up on the road, there's a car coming, and I got him to stop. I said, the road's gone. And he's like, nah, that's just the road's gone. So I figured I hadn't got out of there. He'd been there too.
The county engineer also tells me that they don't exactly know how long it's going to take to fix this, but they say it might be some time. In the meantime, they're working on figuring out a temporary route for those who live around here. Reporting in Adams County, Katie Chen, KHQ Local News.
Boy, Katie, incredible story. Thank you. Meanwhile, in Spokane County, engineers declared a state of emergency. This is one part of the reason why. This is Harvard Road at Elder Road. You can see what used to be a road now looks like, well, a river. KHQ local news reporter Peter Maxwell is there now. Peter?
This was incredibly dangerous. As my photographer and I were driving, we could actually feel the road from underneath us get softer and softer as we went on, and we decided to turn back because it was so bad. Let me give you an idea of where I am exactly. I'm south of Spokane Valley between Rockford and Valley Ford, and with all the snow that we had this winter and all the rain that we've been having over the last 48 hours, the crews have told me that this has created a perfect storm for flooding.
Washed out roads, cracks, and standing water are just some of the worries that had the Spokane County Public Works Director request a countywide state of emergency at 6 a.m. this morning.
We've experienced a considerable amount of runoff, rain on snow. The warm temperatures have caused the closures of 5 roads at this time.
In South Spokane County, 4 roads are closed. This is Harvard Road between Elder and Stringham Road is closed. Stoughton Road between Larkin and Darknell Road is also closed. Chapman Road to Highway 27 and Roberts Road from the Waverly Cutoff to Kelso Road are also both closed. County crews are checking these roads and others that may have been impacted by the flooding.
Right now, we're in kind of an assessment mode.
The amount of damage that has been caused by the flooding is still unknown at this time, but the county is saying it could be several $100,000 in damage.
Well, if you can see right now, this road behind me is completely washed out. And if you do see standing water over a roadway, do not drive over it. It's very dangerous. On Old Elder Road in Harvard, I'm Peter Maxwell, South Spokane County, KHQ Local News.
All right, Peter, thank you. Another one of the spots that Spokane County crews are keeping a very close eye on is south of Spokane. This is Latah Creek, also called Hangman Creek. You can see it's nearly as close to cresting as you can get. KHQ Local News reporter Patrick Erickson reports live on scene for us. Patrick?
Oh, good evening, Dan. This is exactly what they're talking about. I'm going to step out of the way. You can see this is the footbridge here at the Hangman Valley Golf Course. That water continuing to rise almost up to that bridge at this point. Take a look at some video we shot earlier this afternoon. The National Weather Service issued a flood warning earlier today for this area specifically. At about noon, the water here was within 2 feet of reaching the golf course, and we're told is expected to flood sometime tonight. Now, days of heavy rain and warm weather are what's causing these rising water levels, which are not expected to affect any of the folks living in some of the low-lying areas here in Hangman Valley. And just to give you an idea how rare this is, believe it or not, this is the first time Latah or Hangman Creek has been in danger of flooding in more than 2 decades. A lot of folks driving out here, they want to see exactly what's going on. A lot of concern. We, of course, will continue to monitor this situation throughout the evening and make sure to check my Facebook and Twitter throughout the night. Reporting live in Hangman Valley, Patrick Erickson, KHQ Local News.
Will do. Thank you, Patrick. Right now, crews across Spokane County are using vacuum trucks to suck up excess water in these massive puddles. This is one of those puddles in North Spokane at Country Homes Boulevard and Cedar Street. Here's another one at 65th and Regal. This puddle is about 6 inches deep. It's as big around as a living room. And this is an apartment complex on the South Hill. Yes, those ducks floating in what normally would be the apartment's courtyard.
Well, I've stepped away from the station for a moment to show you this amazing sight. This right here is the Spokane River. The snow and ice melting off is running right now at about 11,000 cubic feet per second, which I hear, Blake, is enough to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool in 7 seconds.
That is impressive, Steph. Yeah, and actually I was checking the numbers earlier. That's almost double what the average flow rate is, about 6,000 cubic feet per second. So running very high and fast. That's the reason why we've got an aerial flood warning in place. This is more general, really concerning that there could be flooding anywhere in the highlighted areas, at least through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. But within that flood warning, we do have the specific ones. You just heard from Patrick out there near Hangman Creek. That flood warning in place until tomorrow evening, and that's expected to crest over the banks sometimes later to this afternoon and into the early evening and not fall below flood stage until tomorrow afternoon. The other spot we're watching, Paradise Creek, already has crested its banks there and could pick up another 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rain through the night tonight. It won't fall below flood stage until early tomorrow morning. And the rain just keeps going. You can see that southwest to northeast line of rain that's going to continue to push through here through the rest of the night tonight. We don't start to see that rain clearing out of Spokane until after midnight. The Palouse and Paradise Creek, not until about 3 o'clock on Friday morning, guys.
All the melting snow has overwhelmed Spokane's stormwater system. Hundreds of gallons of runoff mixed with raw sewage is pouring untreated into the Spokane River every hour, including here at Cedar and Water Streets in Peaceful Valley. It's brownish and quite smelly. Well, the good news is the fast-flowing river levels should dilute the sewage before they can even harm plants and animals. And even better news, take a look at this tonight. The city is currently installing 11 huge underground storage tanks to contain future overflows before they reach the river. The tank they're putting in across the street from KHQ will eventually hold 2.3 million gallons of wastewater safely.
Well, another road closure just in from Spokane County. We're told Palouse Road from Highway 27 to Jackson Road is now shut down. Again, we'll have the entire list of closed roads on KHQ.com, also at the bottom of your screen during our newscast. Well, washed out roads aren't the only problem. This rock slide on Highway 12 between Orofino and Greer shut down the road for several hours. We're told the Idaho Department of Transportation has now reopened one lane.